Meow. Hey there creators, Niamh here, and today I am starting a new series. So I started out this week wanting to do a Lynx, and as you can see, that's what I did. But as I was starting to do the Lynx, I thought to myself, you know what, it would be cool if I did a series out of this, because I recently made, just for fun, like a top 10 list of my favorite animals, and number 10 happened to be a lynx. So it kind of worked out. I wasn't planning to start this as a series, but since I was doing my number 10 favorite animal, I thought, you know what, let's do my top 10 favorite animals starting with number 10. So, because I'm doing a whole animal themed thing and this is a series, I figured it might be cool if I donated part of the profit or whatever, the costs of the original pieces, if I sell them, if I donated some of that money to an animal organization like the World Wildlife Federation. So that's what I'm doing, and this is going to be a many weeks long thing because I'm not going to do it, you know, 1 week right after another. So this week I'm going to do my top 10, or my number 10 favorite animal. And I'll explain what I'm going to be doing for the next couple weeks later on in this video. But then after that, I'm going to do the number 9, and then a few weeks after that, number 8, etc. So this is something that's going to take many weeks, months even. It's going to take a long time, and I think that's a good thing, and I hope you'll enjoy it. I certainly enjoyed doing this piece, so yeah. Enjoy. Hi everyone. So this is the beginning of the My Favorite Animals series. For these, I'm going to be doing a piece of artwork for my top 10 favorite animals, starting at number 10, the lynx. So I will have each of these available on my Etsy shop, and the link is in the description. And 30% of the costs of the paintings will be donated to the World Wildlife Federation. If you'd rather have a print, those will be available on my Redbubble, and again, the link is in the description. Of course, with the print, no money will be donated because it's through my Redbubble, so the donations are done through the original pieces. All right. So let's learn about the lynx. So there are 4 types of lynx, or lynxes. Both forms are correct to refer to the lynx in the plural, lynx or lynxes. The Eurasian lynx, which is the largest of the 4 types, and obviously lives in Eurasia, particularly Siberia, Eastern Europe, and Central Asia. Then there's the Canadian lynx, the Iberian lynx, which is Spain, and the bobcat, which happened to be the mascot of my elementary school. Bobcats are the smallest types of lynx, and they are primarily in the United States and some parts of Mexico. They are the national animal of the Republic of Macedonia or Macedonia? I can never remember which way is the correct way to say that. And they're also the national animal of Romania. As for the appearance, lynx are covered in light spots all over their bodies. Their coloring changes depending on the season, with a more brownish color in the summer months and gray in the winter. They have long facial whiskers, and the fur on their faces sticks out below their cheeks, kind of giving them a cute jowl look. Lynx also have very fluffy paws for helping them move through snowy regions, and they have short tails. Of course, their signature feature, and the main reason I love the lynx cats so much, is the black tufts on the tips of their ears. These give the lynx a heightened sense of hearing, which makes them a formidable predator, as it makes it easier for them to locate their prey. Speaking of their diet, lynx are carnivores. Their prey tends to be smaller animals like rabbits or squirrels, birds, and rodents. However, the larger lynx have been known to go after some larger animals like deer. Now, while the lynx has an advantage in hearing, they are not fast runners like other large cats. Their thicker fur slows them down, so they prefer to use the element of surprise and ambush their prey. So we've talked about their prey, but what about their predators? Lynx tend to be prey to other large cats like cougars, and also wolves and coyotes. One major predator of the lynx is humans. That's right, us. The overhunting of the Iberian lynx is one of the contributing factors for its listing as an endangered species. That has resulted in major conservation efforts by the Spanish government to protect the Iberian lynx. Hunting them is no longer legal in Spain, and thanks to programs like the Spanish National Commission for the Protection of Nature, as well as the Doñana National Park, the Iberian lynx has moved from the critically endangered status to endangered. So that's great. Lynx are solitary animals and only gather during mating seasons. which are in late winter and early spring. Pregnancy is about 60 to 70 days long, and they produce 1 to 4 kittens per litter. Lynx kittens nurse for about 4 to 5 months and then become independent at about 10 months, but they don't leave their mother's side until they are about a year old. Alright, that was information about the Lynx. I hope you liked essentially my school report. As for the artwork information, this was done with Polychromos colored pencils on sanded paper. I don't plan to have all of these pieces be in colored pencil, but many of them probably will be, as it is my favorite medium to use right now. Alright, so wrapping up here and heading into the picture. Stay tuned for my number 9 favorite animal. Alright, thanks so much for sticking around to the end, you guys. I hope that was enjoyable. I really enjoyed it. So the next My Favorite Animal is not going to be out for a few weeks, and the reason for that is because I have 2 collabs that I'm working on, and one of them is going to take about 2 weeks for me to complete, and the next one is going to take about a week. So I'm working on the 2-week one first, and I've got to do my part and then we'll switch. I'm not going to get into the details of what that collab is, but because of that, next week I'm either not going to do a video or I'm going to do like a real short video, because I did also get some render paper in and I want to do a little review of that. So next week, I think if I have time, I'm going to do a quick video of me reviewing the render paper. But most of next week, I'm going to be working on one of my collabs. And then the next week after that, that video will come out. And then the following week after that is going to be another collab. So it's going to be really busy. So, yeah. Thanks so much for watching, and if you're interested in the original, my link to my Etsy is down in the description, and if you want a print instead, then check out my Redbubble. Thanks so much for watching. Later, creators!